June 6, 1944. Cebuta Passage, between Borneo and Mindanao. Beneath a brightening moon. Commander Samuel D. Dealey stood aboard USS Harder. Watching 3 Japanese tankers escorted by destroyers moved through the narrow waterway. The submarine was exposed on the surface when a Japanese destroyer suddenly spotted her and turned straight toward the American boat. Dealey did not panic. He waited until the range collapsed, then ordered Harder to dive and fired 3 torpedoes from her stern tubes. 2 struck. Within minutes, the destroyer Minazuki disappeared beneath the water, taking most of her crew with her. But Dealey's nightmare was only beginning.
The next morning, another Japanese destroyer, Hayanami, came hunting through the same waters. Again, Dealey allowed the enemy to close. At the last possible moment, Harder turned sharply and launched 3 torpedoes to found their mark. A massive explosion tore through the Japanese ship, and Hayanami vanished in less than a minute. Then came the depth charges. Inside Harder, men waited in darkness as explosions shook the hull and pressure hammered against the submarine. Yet Dealey refused to retreat. Japanese forces now knew an American submarine was operating dangerously close to their fleet anchorage at Tawi-Tawi. On June 8th and 9th, the hunt became almost surreal. Japanese destroyers spread across the passage searching for the American submarine, while Dealey stalked them from beneath the surface. He struck again, sinking Tanakaze in a violent explosion. Then, on June 10th, Harder encountered a Japanese fleet force containing battleships, cruisers, and destroyers. Dealey turned directly toward an approaching destroyer and fired it down the throat. Torpedo attack before diving beneath the target. The resulting explosion shook Harder as it passed underneath. By the end of the patrol, 5 Japanese destroyers had been credited to Dealey's 5 short-range attacks, establishing his legendary reputation as the destroyer killer. What made the patrol even more dangerous was what followed. Dealey's attacks convinced Japanese commanders that American submarines were operating in strength around Tawi-Tawi, contributing to the decision to move Japanese forces from the anchorage before the Battle of the Philippine Sea. But the victory came at a terrible price. Only 2 months later, USS Harder disappeared off the Philippines with Dealey and all 78 other men aboard. Today, the submarine rests more than 3,000 feet beneath the sea. Commander Samuel Dealey was eventually awarded the Medal of Honor, and Harder became remembered as one of the most audacious submarines of the Pacific War.